Hey everyone, so this is Alicia with 3V Creators. We had talked about one of the things we wanted to have on our channel was mental health stuff, and struggles and overcoming. And I was just talking to Joe about something I'm struggling with right now, and he said, make a video about it. So that's what I'm doing, because one of the things I wanted to put out there was just the struggles and brain issues that I have, and I'm assuming other people have them to some extent. So if I put them out there and people have similar stuff, then maybe they'll feel less alone. So what I'm struggling with right now is a really weird client situation. Someone was accusing us of some really weird stuff. Said, we used their computer and their washing machines, and we took a couple of kennels, which are things we wouldn't do, and no one's ever accused us of in almost 7 years. So, super unlikely that we did that, and it was my fiance that did the pet care stuff. And there's a whole bunch of other situational things, but it all boils down to people are unhappy with us, or me. Well, not me, the company or my fiance Joe. When we did everything we were supposed to, we went above and beyond, and still there was this not happiness. And I think it's more of a trying to get out of paying money or trying to scam us out of money thing more than anything else, but still just this is a thing I already know about myself, but I have this weird limiting belief that unless everybody likes me or has some sort of positive feeling about me, my world's ending, which is very irrational. Like, when I talk about it out loud, I'm like, that is unhealthy and ridiculous, and doesn't make sense, because not everybody's gonna like you. You could be the most perfect person ever, and someone's gonna dislike you for whatever reason.
Even Superman has detractors.
Yes, not everybody likes Superman. But I mean, you can like anybody. You could have, the biggest hero in your mind, the person you idolize, and somebody's gonna flat out hate them. But for whatever reason, I have this feeling that if I've, let somebody down, if somebody's upset with me, that just my world is going to implode. Everything's horrible. Like, I feel sick to my stomach. I can't think of anything else. Then my brain keeps going back to it over and over and over again. It's just like obsessed, and it's like this feeling is stuck inside of me. And so it's really not fun. So what I'm trying to do is employ some of the things that I have learned, trying to really think it through, trying to be a little bit more logical about it. So one of the big things is, like I said, the limiting belief. So actually knowing what this belief is, knowing that it's irrational. That's one thing. So it's good that I'm aware of that I realize that is a thing that I have. And then just trying to challenge that thought and being like, okay, if you let somebody down, even if you are doing your very best, even if you feel like you did the best that you could, or even if you do make a mistake, even if you just flat out fail all over the place, and somebody has some sort of negative feeling towards you, it's okay. Maybe there'll be some bad consequences of some sort, but that's part of life, and life goes on. And it's like, I know other people who have businesses and they've done their very best, and I know that they're really great people, and people have been upset with them, and they life goes on, and they are fine, and their businesses are fine, and people are still, raving fans of theirs. So logically, I know that my world is not going to fall apart. So I just have to remember that. But like I said, my brain wants to just keep going back to it and going back to it and going back to it, and it's like I think of mistakes that I've made, from years and years and years ago about all sorts of random things, or I'll replay conversations I've had and be like, well, that was really stupid. And it's just the silliest things. My brain just keeps going back and back and back and back. And so what I'm trying to do is just figure out, okay, I need to stop thinking that thought, and replace it with a new one. And that is hard. That is super difficult. I've heard it gets easier over time. And I'm maybe handling this situation a little bit better than I would have before. I might have cried or freaked out a lot more. So like I said, at least acknowledging it, being like, okay, I know what this irrational limiting belief is. I know it's silly. I can kind of poke fun at it, maybe laugh at it, or I can just replace it with a thought and being like, okay, you're doing the best that you can. You've always done the best that you can. And not everyone's going to like you, and that's okay. That's part of life. You'll survive. You can thrive. You'll be fine. Maybe not everybody likes you, but the right people love you. So I'm just trying to remind myself of that, and just trying to release some of that just feeling in my gut. So I feel like it's going to be this interesting, I don't want to say battle, but battle to keep going after that bad thought and replacing it over and over and over again. I know over time, as time goes on, it will get better. The bad thought will have less impact on my body. I won't feel sick to my stomach. But for whatever reason, my brain will still want to go back to it over and over again, like the things I think of, that happened years ago that have absolutely no effect on me. But I'm trying. That's what's going on. I'm trying. Right now I'm going through the Mindset Reset by Mel Robbins. If you don't know who she is, you should check her out. She has awesome content. Her book, The 5-Second Rule, is amazing. It's one of the things that's helped me out a lot. And I've been trying to use the 5-second rule. Basically, it's you count from 5 to 1 in your head backwards. And it's supposed to kind of shift your mindset. So you might be in autopilot. You go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you think something else. So it puts your brain in more of a deliberate place. So I'm trying to do that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not everybody's going to like you, and that's okay. That's on them. You're doing the best that you can. Just a thought that's a little bit happier, a little bit better. Could bring in a little bit of law of attraction into this, and just be like, think better, or find a better feeling thought, because life just seems better when you have a better attitude. So maybe I'll find a thought that doesn't feel, amazing, but it's better than the bottom barrel thought, and just slowly trying to get back up to a higher feeling place. So that's my brain. That's the fun of having some sort of anxiety issues and owning a small business. Good times. I don't know if those mix very well. I don't think they do. But we're doing it. We're coming here. We're checking out. We're seeing, and we're conquering. Sort of. Kind of. That's the gist or the goal or something. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for listening to my random ramble, and peace out. Yo, home skillet. That's a peace sign. No, I don't know what way this is supposed to go. Anyway, peace to everyone. Bye-bye.